Hi, Mushy Mama. I'm Gardeniere Gina Iliopoulos.
And I'm Dr. Chris Cerveny, and we're here to talk about fairy gardening. Well, a fairy garden is not that different from a typical garden, but it is on miniature scale. So the idea is that you want to create a fairy home. Think about where fairies would want to live and try to recreate that on your desk or on a bookshelf or on the kitchen table. I like to do this with kids, and it's really fun to see it from their perspective. Ask them what they would like. What would they want if they were a fairy in their magical place? The key to getting started with a fairy garden is you need a container with drain holes. You want to make sure that you have something that drains well when it's watered, and you want to use a high quality potting mix like this Miracle-Gro moisture control potting mix. Those are the key things that you need to get started. The other thing you need is a little bit of imagination.
When you're making fairy gardens, you have so much flexibility because your plants are almost like part of your figurines and they're interchangeable. When you've got a really good base, a really good potting mix like your moisture control potting mix from Miracle-Gro, you have the ability to use a variety of different plants. You can use miniature coleus, you can use little ferns, and you can switch them out if you find that the temperature isn't working for you. You can use even herbs like miniature basil and like rosemary. It looks like a tree. It will look a little like an evergreen for your fairies, and the kids love it because they can touch it and smell it, and it brings all the senses into the garden. Well, one of the unique things that we've done is we've specifically focused on the fairy theme with the actual fairy garden names, and also they have these little doors that you can put right on a tree trunk if you want to put your fairy garden outside in your yard. And you can get, even out of your kid's toy box, the cutest little items that you can add, little mushrooms, or we had one kid that wanted to put his Hot Wheels in his fairy garden.
I like to look in the recycle bin. I mean, there's cool stuff just in like old junk from around the house.
Yeah.
You know, bottle caps or an old tin can or something. You just imagine where a fairy might live and get some creativity.
Yeah, an upside-down bottle cap becomes a pond for a fairy, or an upside-down shell. You have so many things you can do, and you can add color in a variety of different ways. Little girl hair clips can be flowers and butterflies. You have so many options.
Well, you want to check out the Grow project. That's on the Miracle-Gro Facebook page. Just look up Miracle-Gro on Facebook. If you want to learn more about the festival here at the Epcot Center, you can go to epcotinbloom.com, or you can visit Gardeniers.com.
And that's where we do a lot of projects with kids, projects for you and your home, all different varieties for large spaces, small spaces, vertical, fairy gardens, so many opportunities. Yeah.
But look around for inspiration anywhere you go. It doesn't have to be in the garden on the table. It can be out in public. Think about a park or your favorite place out in nature. You can recreate that in miniature form indoors on the counter.
It's easy to bring this stuff home and do it yourself. It's really easy.